Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is part 2 of my drawings. This is Uta Gay, which I prefer to be called. My real name is Melissa Ann Gay, but I rather be called Uta Michael Gay. Michael comes from my brother that passed away before when he was in the womb, he passed away. There's like two different stories of how he passed away that I was told. But Mike, his name was David Michael Gay. But I rather be preferred to be called Uta Gay because Uta comes from Tokyo Ghoul, and I'm an artist, and he's an artist of making masks for ghouls. And this almost looks like an Umbreon, like an alteration of Umbreon, as like a wolf because of the patterns on his ears, his front head and forehead, and one on his back, and just the fact that he's black, and coloration on his fur. But I added the blue because my hair was blue, and yes, I do, because of a testosterone imbalance in my body, I do get fur like a beard, and I do get sideburns that touch down to connect, but I shave them, and the blood in the eye and everything like that, and the eyelids. I love to color up my face sometimes. He has scratch marks on his face, muzzle, and underneath his chin from a fight, and he has, I'm probably going to use Copic markers to just, make it more natural with some shading. But right here it says, it's like a poem that I wrote. When darkness takes over, all the fun and happiness leaves you, just remember you have family and some friends, but most of all you have a pack. Which is true. I do have a pack. It's not named yet. And this is Antisepticeye with the dog collar, and he's partially dressed. There's no lower half of him. And that's one of the mystic arms that come out of him to, like, I don't know. But the shock collar is going off, and he's got his fangs, and his ear is pointed, but you don't see the other ear because it's on the other side of his head. One eye is blue, that's Jack's eye, and one eye is green, that's Auntie's eye. And it says, now where did Dark hide that feel-good button? Because he said the shock collar makes him feel good. And the brown is basically his, like the fuzz on his chin and the mustache and everything like that. And not to make fun of his nose or anything, I just drew it like that because it shows it sometimes in the art. And he's blushing, of course, and he has the dark rings under his eyes, and he always calls it the feel good button. And this is Roxy Wolf. He is a Egyptian wolf. He is the elder of the family. He has purple and yellow hair, which has tufts behind his ears, and his ears inside are gold. His eyes are orange. His eyelid is orange. His tufts underneath his chin is orange, and he has some purple on in his coat and on his muzzle. And the black that I used did cover over a couple of his teeth on the bottom, but I tried to save them, but I couldn't. Sorry, guys. And his eyeballs, instead of white, they are yellow because he's angry. Something happened. I don't know. Couldn't come up with a backstory for that one. But he has an Egyptian, like a tattoo over his eye, but not his eyelid. And he has his own pack. This is an Egyptian pack breed. So that's that. And this is Mindy. She's from the Painter Wolf pack. She's got green, purple, and gray in her coat. She's from the Painter pack. I forgot to color in the black in between the teeth, but I will get to that. She's got a lot of dark purple around her eyes, and I didn't get to color in her eye because her eye is white. She has a white eye, which is a rarity in her pack. And and they kept her because even though she was young, rambunctious, and they wanted to kick her out, she was rare, so they wanted to keep her also because they thought that basically her backstory is that she was born with gray eyes, but they turned white when they noticed that she was angry all the time. And so, with an angry female, they thought that it would ruin a lot of things for the pack. But they kept her because she was like clairvoyant. She can see things that in sight that the alpha couldn't. So they kept her. This is Jackie, the lost one, they call her. She's an Omega from a Fox clan. This is all done by Copic markers. And she was sent away by the Alpha for death of kits. Kits are not the same as wolf pups. Almost the same, basically, but kits are basically fox pups. Pups are normally wolf pups, but kits are what they call fox pups. And she was sent away because the death of the fox kits. She was an Omega. She was sent to watch them. She was in charge of watching them, and she was distracted, and a bear came in and killed them all. So she was sent away, and she's crying, she's upset, she's lonely. She's made up of red, and the gray here is of the shadow, and these are the shadow of her ears. This is the natural color of her coat. She's got a pink on her nose, and this is just the coloration of her age. And her ears are tipped white. She's a special one. She's got like a peach coloration to her eyelids, and the aqua greenish color is her tears, which is also a rarity. Also, this one here is of her shadow because with Copic markers it leaks through. I didn't know that. So this is comments on this art piece. Sad, heartbroken, angry, and loneliness by me, MG. This is the tracing of her art, of the backing of that, which you can also see some coloration, which she's angry, which the jagged teeth. She's sad and depressed because she's not with her pack. And that's that picture. And this one is, I haven't named it yet, but I was going to redo it because I used the whiting dotting tools for her eyes, her purple and blue aquatic eyes. And she stands out basically in her pack because her head is smaller than her body. And I used pinks, grays, greens, blues, just about reds, stuff like that. And I used dotting tools for her nose. Her mouth is a little one right now because that's all she's doing right now. She's looking up at the sky, at the stars, and they're twinkling off her eyes. And that's that one. And that's her. That's from the background of that. So I was thinking about doing a shadow one of that. And that is, I think that's the only one I have in this new art book. Yeah, you can see a little bit of dotting from that. It went really dark and went on to the next page. So that's that from this one. And from this art book, we have all the old drawings. Me at my family's aunt's grave. We called her Aunt Louise. I had a baby named Nix. These are painted wolves. From my sister Moon's Eye on YouTube. Look her up. She's a good artist. She's coming into YouTube, and check her out. Her name again is Moon's Eye. It's MOON''S and then space I. Please look her up. She needs the support. And that's me, Uta, with Nix, and Nix doesn't understand why I'm crying. This is a crushed aqua wolf. Every 7 strikes are from the loved ones and the babies that she's lost. These are her gills, and that's her tattoo of hope and crush. And she's crying a lot from her tattoo. Her tattoo brings out tears of blood.